Alright, so mage is not a role that I've played a ton of. I know how to play a mage. My girlfriend plays mage exclusively, pretty much. Morgish and Gideon, phenomenal Morgish. Um, so this is a deck for those mages. Um, there's plenty of them in here. I do know how to play mage. It's just not a role that I play often. Being that I'm not a huge fan of not being able to burst things down with your basic attack. However, I think we might have changed that. Death and knowledge were the affinities going into this. And the reason being is because we found some really, really fantastic cards for this deck. Now we are calling it the Archmagus. Archmagus. Alright, so we're going to start out with Thermitage, which is basically your new Hydroverser, except instead of scaling on how much mana you currently have in your pool, it scales off of max mana. Max mana. Let me say it again. Max mana. So you're going to gain power equal to 1% of your max mana. Now that doesn't seem like a lot. However, we put a lot of mana in this deck. Now that card alone is going to give you 8 power and 105 mana. And it also has overflow, so you're going to gain 4 max mana whenever you deal damage to an enemy hero up to 300 max mana. So you're going to gain 4 mana every time you deal any kind of damage to an enemy hero. And then it's going to stack all the way up to 300. So that card alone is going to give you 405 extra mana. Now, we have in Plague Lord Malink. Now, if you need to make sure people aren't healing, you've got that option in here. It's going to give you 17 power, 290 health, and 170 mana. Blight Aura. Nearby enemy heroes have blights. That's going to decrease all healing they receive in your area for 75%. By 75%. Reduce it by 75%. Also, they'll be slowed by 120. So they're going to stay in that aura as long as you run up on them. The distance that auras go out from you was increased. I'm not exactly sure how much, but it's pretty good. So you don't have to be like right smack dab in somebody's face, but you know, you can. Grinning Spectre. Now this was a card that just had to be in this deck. Grinning Spectre gives you 25 power and 195 mana. Creeping Death. Launch a slow moving projectile that deals 300 true damage. Now when they say true damage, they mean that will hit and not be affected by armor. 300 damage, just boom. However, slow moving projectile. That thing is not going to move fast. So when you want to, you're going to want to pair it with that slow aura and run up on them. If this brings the target below 15% max health, they are executed. Executed. So you're gone. You're gone. You got hit. Now you're below 15% health. Boom. And Cryo Agent, which gives you 13 power and 140 mana. Ice Burst. After using an ability, your next basic attack will deal 125 ability damage in an area and slow the move speed of targets hit by 150 for 1.5 seconds. So if you're not running that, you can be running this. Those are alternates of each other. You're definitely going to want to leave in the Thermitage and the Grinning Spectre. Those are what the deck's based around. But you can either be reducing healing or be doing extra ability damage on your basic attack and slowing. So if you run up and throw your energy ball at somebody with Gideon and then you deal more damage and they're like, whoa, that hit a lot harder than I expected it to, and I'm slowed, what the hell. Almost 2 seconds. Auto shield. Gain 100 shield for 4 seconds when below 25% max health. What is the cooldown on that? 90 seconds. Just because I haven't told anybody the cooldown on that. Kill Killing an enemy minion increases max mana by 2. So that's what you need right there, because you're getting max mana and mana regen from buying intellect points, but you're also getting max mana by 2 just for killing a minion. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but 2 times 5 is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Trust me, it'll stack up. It will stack up. Before you know it, you'll have more mana than you know what to do with. Mana regen, 20%, and then abilities deal bonus damage equal to 2% of enemy current health over 3 seconds. So you're going to hit somebody with, say, Gideon's Meteor, and then you'll do 2% of the enemy's current health in damage over 3 seconds. So it's just a little burn added onto them. 20% mana regen again, so you can keep using your cards and your abilities. Deal an additional 1% ability damage for every 10% of the enemy hero's missing health. So tanks beware, because you're going to be bursting them down, and then you're going to be making them pay for it. Moving into late game, 3.5 attack speed, 20% mana regen, and your abilities will deal 20% bonus damage and cost an additional 30% mana. But never fear, we've got a bunch of mana to spare. Burst Assassin. Improved killing blows. Gain 5 bonus gold when killing an enemy minion. We put that in there for early game, saying as you do need a little bit of that for that. Now, we didn't put any vitality. Meh. We're going to go all glass cannon on this one. I think we'll be alright, because we are mages. So, Aurora would benefit from this. Shinbi would benefit from this. Of course, Richter would benefit from this. Gideon, you get the idea. FaZe would benefit from it even. Faye, really powerhouse. If you're looking to turn anybody into a powerhouse mage, this is the deck for them. Any comments, questions, concerns, you know what to do. And as always, subscribe, leave me a little like, thumbs up. Thanks.